You're not going to just walk away from this with that cute little smile on your face.
I've seen what you did for Johnny, Linda, and
Really?
I will not allow you to do it with
At least
Daniel.
I'm standing here with him. At
Today.
least I'm not trying to sue him.
Today.
At least I have been here for him from the get-go.
I didn't leave you, Johnny.
You did leave me.
No, you're
Mom.
still my son. You'll always be my son for life.
$2,500 car repair bill that Troy Wilson claims is owed to him by his son Johnny Wilson has caused further strain to a relationship damaged by the accidental death of Troy's wife and Johnny's mother.
This is your father. He comes to get you at your grandparents' house. Why didn't you want to go home with him?
I didn't want to live with his new wife.
Why not?
I didn't want her trying to be my mom. I told him that. And when he called me on the phone one night, I remember him telling me, "Your mom's dead, Johnny. You need to get over it. And Brenda's your new mom now." When my mom died, everybody started fighting with him.
When did your mother die?
2 years ago.
And what was your response to that? How did that make you feel?
Very, very upset, and we started yelling at each other, and he hung up on me.
And how did she die?
In a car wreck, going to see him after they got a divorce. She was trying to get him back.
Do you think that your father somehow is responsible for your mother's accident?
I'm the only one in the whole family that told him to his face I don't blame him for my mom's death.
Do other people in the family think that he's somehow responsible?
Everybody thinks that it's his fault.
He sat right in his grandparents' living room and told me he hated me, did not want me around him anymore, that I was the one that caused this.
Why would you go to your dad for help?
Me and my grandparents were talking about it, and I was like, well, maybe if I take my car over to him, give us a chance to start talking, and we could be friends again. And that's the whole reason I had him work on my car. And you know it because I told you.
The reason you came to me with your car problems and stuff is because your grandparents left you and your now wife alone.
Did you agree to pay your father for the repairs that were made on the car?
Yes, I agreed to pay him, but we both agreed that I didn't have to pay him any money at one big time because I had a baby on the way.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
And you have a baby that's how old?
5 months.
And are you married?
Yes, I am.
And how old were you when you got married?
17.
But I want to talk about what it's going to take to try to rebuild this relationship. And I just want you to be sensitive to the fact that you're talking about, out of pocket, you're talking about less than $1,500. Mm-hmm. Is it worth $1,500?
His choice has been to make sure that he doesn't come around, see me or anything else. It's a bad choice on his part, so I will let him make his choices.
You may step back. Johnny has lost his mother. I do not want him to lose the relationship with his dad forever. I mean, we're talking about a tragedy that gets compounded by another tragedy, and it just keeps going on. And at some point, this has got to stop. And I am urging both of you to really try to find some common ground here. He's gonna step up to the plate, he's gonna be responsible. I am not gonna make him pay the full $2,500 at this point, but I am gonna give you the money that you're out of pocket for the parts that you spent on this car. And I am telling you that there is not enough money in the world that will make it worth you all staying apart. And so I'm gonna direct that you seek some counseling for the grief and for the disappointment and the anger that you feel about your dad, and that you seek some counseling so that you might really honestly get into a situation where you renew this relationship. He needs to see you in a positive role as a father so that it encourages him to be an even better father for his own child. And that's what ought to be important at the end of the day. If there's nothing further, we will stand adjourned.